Yo, wagwan people. Welcome back to CheqPoint. This is the King Boss. This is season 2, episode 9. Let me introduce everyone. So we got General Hypage at the top there on my screen. How are we doing, sir?
Always good, always good. Never a dull moment when I'm around.
What controller is that in your hand? Xbox or PlayStation?
Oh, this one's the XXX Elite.
Okay, the Xbox Elite.
A league of its own.
League of its own. Fair enough.
The first version.
Next we have Mr. JJ. Wagwan, Mr. JJ, you good?
What's good, people? How's everyone doing? Welcome to CheqPoint. Hope everyone's feeling bubbly.
Oh my god, he started.
This guy used to do adverts.
You know what? I know LJ is feeling bubbly right now because he's already laughing.
Bubbly.
What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a good day today or a good night, whichever time zone you're watching it in. So yeah, man.
All right, cool. And last but surely not least, we have Mr. Raymo.
Down on people. How you feeling today? I'm good. Yeah, man, I'm just feeling very PS5-y.
PS5-y. Whoa, these words are popping up out of nowhere. Bubbly PS5-y. What's going on today?
Yeah, man, that's the mood I'm in.
PS5 can do that to you.
Fair enough. All right, well, let's jump into this one, guys. Let's go. All right, so the first question we have today is actually for Ray because he wasn't here in the last episode. So I wanted to check. What's that? Sorry?
So that was AWOL.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Thoughts on the PlayStation 5 so far? Mm-hmm. Controller, games, console itself, features. Since you have one in your hand now, how are you feeling?
Feels good. I got Miles Morales pause right now, but I'm loving that game. But I'm not going to start off with the game. I'm just going to start off with the console. Overall, obviously, gave some impressions in the unboxing, and I said I think it's beautiful. It's very large. I mean, we knew it was large before we got it, but in person, it's even bigger. Design-wise, I think they could have done a little bit better. It's a tiny bit confusing, not for me, but I've seen it's confused a few other people, just with what way to put the disc in and just that and the third. I'm perfectly fine with it, but it's not just about me. But yeah, for me, I love it. UI, tiny bit confusing, but it just takes a bit of getting used to. But there's still one or two things that I think they could have done better and placed a bit better. But there's also a lot of stuff they've improved on, just getting to things quicker to store. Seeing the PS Plus collection and all that, I'm loving it. DualSense, I love this thing here still. I had to get more than one. To be honest, playing Spider-Man, it doesn't take that much advantage of it, to be honest. There's one or two little things, like when you're swinging your webs, you can hear it coming out of the controller. Astro's Playroom is the game that you can really... I don't know if anybody's played that. You played that yet, LJ?
Yeah, in the last episode, I mentioned that I platinumed it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Astro's Playroom, that's a game you can read that takes full advantage of the controller. I would say the battery life needs to be improved on it, though. Just to keep it
How long
brief.
are you getting, roughly? Sorry to cut you.
I actually don't know. Maybe between 6 to 8 hours.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I was going to say that.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad, but I mean,
yeah.
My Switch controller does 40.
Oh, shizzle. Okay.
you know what I mean? So,
To be fair as well, the PlayStation does do a lot more than...
Yeah, the pad has got a lot of stuff going on. So it's obvious why the battery life thing.
Short,
but it's just, I got to find one. I got to try and keep it balanced, I don't want to sound too biased. And then onto the games. Right now, I have 28 games downloaded onto my PlayStation.
How? On that 800 gigabyte hard drive, how?
No,
really small games?
On the hard drive, I've only got 5.
Okay.
On the internal, I went out and bought a 2 terabyte hard drive for all my PS4 games, and I got 23 games on there.
I have got. These are
all games. These are all games that, not all of them. I think I counted them up. Out of the 28 games that I have, I think 20 of them I haven't played through in completion. So I've still got 20 games to play on a brand new console. You know what I mean? So I'm more than happy. I've already played Miles Morales and a bit of Astro's Playroom. I said I'm going to do it one by one. I'm not going to play a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I think I'm nearing the end of Miles Morales and I'm going to start Demon Souls and see what that's like.
That's going to take you a while.
Yeah. Well, I'm nearly finished Miles Morales because we know it's not a long game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get through that. I've also got Spider-Man Remastered. I probably won't touch that for now. It's just a DLC that I got to do on it. And then I just want to see how all these other games have been clocked up. I got God of War, Horizon, Final Fantasy 15. These are all games I played through. I'll probably play through them again. But like I said, there's also games in the PS Plus collection that I've never played through that I want to play through, like Persona 5, Days Gone, the Batman game. I think it's Arkham Knight.
You never played that one before?
I've never played. I haven't played it. No, not me personally. So
it's on the PS Plus collection.
Yeah, Batman.
Wait,
yeah.
Just so I'm clear, the PS Plus is the one that they advertise with basically every PS4 exclusive or most of the PS4 exclusives. That was PS Plus, not PlayStation.
I wouldn't say
right?
most of them, but a few of them, yeah. But it's got 20 games on there, I believe. 20 games, yeah.
Is that the one that comes with Horizon?
Horizon's not on there. No.
And
Uncharted 4 is on there. God of War is on there. Horizon's not on there.
I swear I saw it in the trailer.
It's not on there.
And that's one I'm going to get as well. Because obviously that means I don't have to buy those discs. I can just play them. It's cheaper. It actually works out a lot cheaper because for me to buy those games on eBay or Amazon and then to have them and to hold on to them and then to try and sell them back when I'm finished, each of them was going to be £10-15.
No. It's a perk of, getting a PS5. Like someone like yourself, you never owned a Sony console, I believe.
Exactly. Yeah.
So now you're gonna get a taste of just basically like saying, here's an introduction to our world. We're gonna give you 20 games free that you missed out on the PS4. It's a bit of a,
definitely gonna get it.
Bit of a no-brainer.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much for your thoughts, Mr. Ramo.
So, sorry, just to conclude. So overall, my experience, because what's it been now? What day is it today? Monday. So it's been
Monday, yeah.
4 days. First 4 days, I'll give you my experience 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay. Well, good point. LJ said 10 out of 10. JJ said 9.5.
I retract that. And the only reason why is because when I was playing Miles Morales today, I came for an error. I just completed a mission, and I don't know. As soon as the mission finished, you could say where it says mission completed in the top of the screen. It said mission complete, and then the PlayStation went blank, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh, God.
Basically, it was an error report, and it kicked me out of the game where I had to reboot the game itself. None of my data, played with or anything like that. It was fine. It's just inconvenience, and it was a shock to me. Also, when playing the games, I had low battery, and sometimes I wait until it dies and then I put it into the controller. But this was the first time when it died on me. As soon as it died on me, I put the power source back into the controller. It was charging, turned it back on. Then no sound was coming out from my headphones because I usually have my headphones plugged in, but no sound was coming out. And I think what happens is on default, when the PlayStation controller is out, they cut the sound because at the bottom, when you press the PlayStation button, at the bottom of where you have your notifications and your friends on and your power settings, there's a sound button as well. And that was selected as
the little orange one.
No, it wasn't even that one. That's the mic.
Another one.
Yeah, there's a sound one. So it's next to the sound, not on the actual PlayStation controller, on the screen by the notification when you press the PlayStation button.
Okay.
Yeah, the sound, it was just cut off, but you have to just click it and then turn it back on. But it's kind of weird the fact that they done that as a default when the power from the controller.
I think I've heard something like that before. I heard someone else talking about that.
Yeah.
About there being no sound, and then they realized that it was because it was on mute.
Yeah, literally when it happened, obviously I had to look into what the problem was. But at first experience, I thought, oh crap.
You're having one of those brick PlayStations, huh?
Yeah, like literally. I wasn't really too much in panic mode. I thought maybe turning it back on would work, but I wanted to see what might have been the issue. Anyways, that's me. So I'll put mine to maybe a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10.
I haven't had no problems with mine, none whatsoever. Even though I was scared I would from hearing the stories. But the reason I'm giving it an 8 is because I don't feel like I've experienced the full experience just as yet.
Okay, fair
Like
enough.
I said, I've already played one game. I haven't seen how all the games have been ramped up yet on it. So I haven't, because I spent maybe the first 2 days just downloading games and putting them onto my hard drive, which took forever. So yeah, I haven't experienced the full. I mean, just looking at load times, Spider-Man literally loads in about 2 seconds, no word of a lie.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait to get into Demon Souls once I get through this. And yeah, man. So I'm giving it an 8 only so far.
Only so far. That's a very good score for day 4, you know? I mean, JJ said he gave it a 9.5. I haven't really touched mine. Alright, so Mr. Hypes, what are you thinking? Because these guys Ray gave it an 8, LJ gave it a 9, and JJ gave it a 9.5 because it's cold outside.
My 8 is no shade, by the way, just to let the people know it's no shade.
It's no shade, okay. Fair
No.
I personally, and this is, I'm going to give it a 9. And only because, unlike the rest, I had more lower expectations of it because of one was kind of more of a, I don't know, person. I didn't like the way it looked. I still
Hold on,
not.
just to stop you. Have you got yours now? Yeah.
Who, me? My thing's there. My thing's there, rude boy.
Okay.
But so my basically thing for it was, I don't like the way it looks, but in person it looks much better. The control pad can do a lot. It's exceeded a lot of my expectations of it. I mean, if I don't know how it would feel if I went into it thinking all excited or whatever, because I wasn't really excited for any of the consoles, to be honest. It's more now when I'm finding out things or doing things, it's kind of just like, oh, there's that. Oh, this is a surprise sort of thing. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 9.
Fair enough.
But,
fair score.
And there is something I've got to say though as well, because I can't. My 9's on everything that I've experienced, so it's not really in terms of games, because I haven't, apart from when you start Astro or whatever, I can't actually say Spider-Man or Demon Souls. What they're in the case, so I can't really say gameplay. But in terms of how it looked and everything else, that man has come across. Yeah, maybe in a few weeks or something, I'll tell you how I'm finding the gameplay.
You ain't played it yet, no?
Say that again?
You ain't loaded your thing up yet, no?
No, literally just for Astro, like sign in, but I haven't played none of my actual games.
What's your thing now?
My gamer tag?
Yeah.
General_Hypage for PS. My Xbox one's still General Space Hypage, but
mine's the same, by the way, guys. Mine's just Jamaican Dubs, Xbox and PS. Luckily, I got both of them the same. So
well done, man. Run.
Say that a bit louder for us.
Jamaican Dubs. Don't know.
Is that or S?
DAPS.
So I asked, seeing as you had PlayStation Now, what was your take on it from when you experienced it?
It's great, man. I mean, I think what it is with PlayStation Now and why Game Pass seems to get a little bit more publicity is because maybe that's what Xbox really got to push. No shade, by the way, but it does seem like it's the main thing they're trying to push, because it's kind of all they've really got to rely on. Because without Game Pass, Xbox will probably be in a lot of trouble right now. Am I lying?
They're already in a lot of trouble, to be honest. So without Game Pass, it's just more trouble.
Yeah. So, and I'll also say I think only recently PlayStation have got into the mindset that they need to compete with Game Pass, because when I had PS Now, I don't have it now, but when I had it about maybe 3 years ago when it was still $14.99. My experience with it, because I think I had a 3-month free trial, so that's why I had it. And I knew God of War 4 was coming out. It's got every single God of War on there, so I played it all the way through 1, 2, I tried to anyway. I think I couldn't deal with the graphics, but it's got backward compat all the way to PS1. I believe. Watching a video on it the other day, I think it said Xbox Game Pass has got about 100 games, right?
100, yeah.
I think PS Now has over 700 to 800 games.
Madness.
Backwards compatibility all the way to PS1.
And I bet the games they're not your typical indie games that you may get on the
No. I was just going through the menu literally last night, and they've got like popular. Then they've got like indie games as well, but then they've got popular. Then they've got a category for PlayStation exclusives because they've also got third-party games on there as well. The difference and the main differences, which is a big difference, is they only have a certain amount, and I think it's 100 odd. I'm not sure, that you can actually download onto your system. The rest is streamed. The rest of the games is streaming. You don't actually download them. So if you don't have a stable internet connection, then it's no good, I'm guessing. But the other, well, there's about 100 games you can download, and then the rest, I believe, are all streaming. But still, in this day and age, most people do have a good enough internet connection to stream games. So,
just not us.
So yeah, like I said, if someone was just getting into PlayStation just now, and you felt like, all right, I want to play through God of War 4 or God of War 5 when it comes out, but you want to try out the rest of them, you can always jump on PS Now and play all the way from God of War 1, 2. It's got God of War 3. It's also got the PSP God of War games. I think it's called God of War Ascension,
yeah, I remember
Ascension, and I can't remember what the other one's called. But when I had PS Now, I played through both of those because I had never played them before, which gives a bit more context to the story as well, even though it's not like necessarily fully canon. It is canon, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's not in that. It's not God of War 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are PSP games. So that's another thing. You're playing PSP games on your PlayStation. PS3 games as well. So yeah, I'd say it's slept on. Like I said, when I had it, it was $14.99. They've dropped the price down now to $8.99 to be competitive, and it's £50 for the year. Also,
oh wow!
I don't think Game Pass, apart from Game Pass Ultimate, I don't think it has a yearly subscription.
Does it have a monthly subscription? PS Now.
Yes, it does, which is $8.99. And then it's 50 for the. Then it's 50 for the year, and it's Black Friday now, so it's 37 for the year.
Might as well get the yearly one, yo. There's no point in buying monthly.
Yeah.
Because for 4 months, you have the whole year, close to it anyway.
Yep.
And I actually want to go back and play God of War 1, 2, and 3. So
yeah, you might as well. Then there you go. Then
and Ascension as well. Just get the full collection.
There you go.
Yeah. If I have PS Plus and PS Now, there's no PS Ultimate thing where I can get both of them at once, right?
I do think they should bundle them in, though. That would be good. They do
need to get a bundle, yeah.
I do think they should bundle them in together. But I don't know if you guys heard, there was also some news rumbling yesterday that even though we're just talking about PS Now and we're comparing it to Game Pass, the head of PlayStation, I can't remember his name. What's his name again?
Head of
knows his name.
Yeah, that's not Phil Spencer.
No, it's not Phil Spencer.
The opposite to Phil Spencer. He actually said that they've got some surprise news that's going to rival Game Pass. So whatever that may be, wait for that.
Though. I'm curious because PlayStation said that they weren't trying to do something similar.
Yeah, they said that, and now they've backtracked.
Actually, not stable for them.
Yeah, they did say that it's not financially sustainable, but now it seems like they're backtracking on that. So we'll see what they got in the pipeline. I mean, you've already seen it with Bug Snacks. They've put on the PS Plus collection, and they're also doing the same with Destruction All Stars, which is another.
That's exciting, though.
Which is another exclusive that's coming out. Like at that game's launch is going straight onto the PS Plus collection, so they're doing the right things.
Sounds like it.
That game looks like a very colourful, fun game. So when it does release, I think
it'd
be nice. No. All Stars. I feel like that looks like a game that we could all like play. It looks very wacky and zany, and it looks fun.
It does still. It looks good still.
Amazing.
Who else? Has anyone got anything else to say on this topic?
To be honest, go on, Hypes.
No, I was just gonna say, for me, which I know Game Pass is good. I know it works and that. But strangely, like if we're going off now and I had to pick one of them, still current setup and stuff like that, I would probably pick the PS just because I've always been not biased, but through the PlayStation generations and things, I've not really branched out to try other games. Like I literally just go for what I like. God of War example. Getting the PS now, I would be able to try out numerous games, and there's no way man paid how much for a console, and I'm only gonna play the one get like. So it does make sense. So I think if I had to pick one or two now, and I've already experienced the Xbox, so everything's still the same, I would go for the PS just to try it out, try out the games, try out all the functions, because I am happy with the new pad that they've done, seeing what games can take full advantage of it and stuff.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, that's a good take.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so on my side, I don't know which one I would go for. Obviously the information that I've been given from Ray with the PlayStation Plus, it does seem like the no-brainer to go with that. The only reason why I think to go to Game Pass is just because I don't want to buy just in buying any Xbox games, and just to know that all the Xbox originals are already booted onto Game Pass when they launch. That's the reason why I'd probably favor them over the PlayStation now. Also, because it's all digital as well. Well, PlayStation Now is digital. That's not actually. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm going for it, is Game Pass having the exclusives on launch.
That's a good point.
The fact that it's mapped to PC as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the Ultimate.
PS Now is also on PC, by the way.
Is it?
Oh, okay.
I did not know that. All right.
Yeah.
PlayStation's stepping up. All right.
Yeah, it is.
Big time.
See, there's so much new things that you learn about PlayStation, man. Because they hide it with the marketing. They don't really care too much about it.
They don't push it because they know that they've got their exclusives is what serves them, man.
I wouldn't say it's they don't care. I think it's a strategy that if you look that they've used and it's worked. If something ain't broke, don't fix it. That sort of thing. Whereas Microsoft, they have to attack because they're kind of the underdog, because they're newer to it. So they have to show people what they're made of. But PlayStation, if you know, it's kind of that suspense, that mystery. Like, let me try find out what they're working on next. Let me try and what's that hidden? And you're looking for Easter eggs, if you like, and things like that. It's kind of, I like the way both of them market where it is good. Like, I don't really have a thought. It's worked. I do fully get it and do. It sounds hypocritical because at the same time I do think and get annoyed that they should promote things to me, because if it's beneficial and I'm saving money or stuff, whatever it is, getting the full use out of it, I do think it should be out there. But I also like I just found out something. Who knows this? But
I think with PlayStation, well, if I'm going to stay on the PS Now topic, I also wouldn't say that they don't care, because if they didn't care, then they wouldn't have lowered the price for it to be more competitive with Game Pass. Like I said, I think it was $13.99 or $14.99 before for PS Now. So that's a big drop from that down to $8.99.
So Ray, sorry, quick one. Would you say they definitely? Obviously, we know the whole console wars and the speculation. Would you say they definitely dropped it to compete, or?
Yeah, I would. I would. I'd say they didn't compete, because if they're going to sit back and look at maybe whatever, they know that they've been ahead for the longest time. But if they're going to sit back and look at maybe 1 or 2 points that their competitors have got over them that they can improve on, they're going to do it. You can see they've done it even with the DualSense. Because for most of us, we love the PlayStation. We knew it won last generation, but there was 1 or 2 things that the Xbox had over them, and one of them was the controller. And now they've improved on that controller, and I think it's the better controller personally. And then so I just think they look at the things that they're maybe behind in and just try and improve on it, and just try and they just want to sew it all up, just have it all to themselves. Even though I think the console wars are good, because it pushes both companies.
Yeah, it can be healthy, and I think the PlayStation guy, I forgot his name, did say he doesn't endorse console wars, but he says he likes the fact that there's competition. So rather than it be a war, he likes a healthy.
It's good for us.
It's good for us, but to see what they're competing against. Because I reckon if Xbox wasn't around, PlayStation wouldn't put in as much effort.
No,
Definitely.
I don't think I don't kind of think we'll get the games that we would have got last year. I feel like when they realized that they were losing with the 360 back in the day, I reckon that's what motivated them to just go, you know what, make games.
Most definitely, that was definitely it. Like literally, when Xbox started focusing on doing connects and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you literally just buckled down and said, you know what, we're just making some exclusives, and they literally won them that generation, which I believe was the 7th generation. So
yeah, and it paid off.
Yeah, and then they just carried it on into the previous generation, which they obviously won by a landslide, and now we're here into this one, and they're winning already.
Yeah.
So they just got to keep going. Like I said, they just take a step back and look at one or two things that the competition has over them. They improve on it.
Exactly.
I do think, well, yeah, that's a topic for another. That's for another episode. But yeah, I don't think in terms of statistics and that winning, what personal thing, I would say Xbox was better last generation still.
Xbox was better last generation.
Moving on swiftly.
Yeah,
next question.
You know we're in the new generation, innit? So last generation is the Xbox.
You're talking about the Xbox One, right? Yeah, I don't understand how they won that. I mean, how they were better in that one. But let's just leave that one there.
They winning, exactly?
Yeah, we'll leave that for another topic.
Yeah, man, I would love to hear your.
I think even Ron, the Xbox guy, would love to hear.
No, I can't lie. The numbers don't lie, right? Numbers don't lie.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Why you like ain't listening? This is where we're going to it, because I clearly said not statistically personal of what I prefer.
Okay, personal.
So,
okay, fair enough.
You hear me, the brothers? You got to clean out your ears. I'm not talking about money wise. I'm talking about what one actually, for example, just thrown out there.
Ray just like, oh
yeah.
God.
I still don't get it because I
cares about their community.
I'll always go to the question and say, what can Xbox do that the PlayStation
But
can't?
it's personal, Ray. It's personal.
Nothing.
It's personal. It doesn't have to be numbers. It does. It's just to him.
No,
the features
that's
are
what
better,
I'm saying.
No, because
I'm not talking about numbers neither.
No, shall I tell you what it is? A lot of people, when they compare or do the comparison of what one's better, whatever, bearing in mind, most people just have one console. The second thing is a lot of people then talk about sales. I'm not saying which one sells better, because if we was talking about that, that's a whole different conversation. But what I'm talking about is, for example, they didn't have the control pad they had now. So that's one thing I'll be like, the Xbox had that better last season. We're not talking about what one sold more. We know the answer. The dashboard, everything, the AI and how it's set up, the whole, the events that they put on and the time and the updates and looking after the community, they're forever progressing from where they was. Things like that. Sony's original, so it's been selling more. I still get it. But that's what I'm trying to say. People have to realize, and that's why there is a lot of consoles, because people don't, it's different things you're comparing. But it's like the first thing you hear is, which one's better? How can I make it? Or people feel kind of offended sort of thing. Like, especially people who's got one console, so it's more biased or whatever. But yeah, like none, it's just what man has.
PG,
I don't know,
PG.
Yeah, man.
It's okay. I'll beat them out.
I was gonna add is so the Xbox Game Pass also has EA. So I thought that's another reason why I choose that over PlayStation now.
Right.
That's something big.
PlayStation now does have the bigger game library. It's I don't really have interest in playing PS1, 2, or 3 games at this current moment. PlayStation 4 is cool. I'm loving the backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 5. But that's me for now. With the Xbox, I just want to kind of like take a jump back in time, maybe play some 360 games or play some Xbox One games and even some next gen. But you know,
play no PS2 games, the best console ever.
True, the best selling console, but not at this current moment. Not right now. Not right now.
There's God of War. That's on PlayStation 2, no? 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, not right now.
Wait, they've got the PS3 versions on there though, so they got God of War HD and God of War 2 HD, which are obviously the remasters basically. Back in the day, they called them HD.
So when they put it out there that you weren't allowed to play PS2 and PS3 games on the PS5, they meant through disc, but you can buy them online.
Yeah, well, no, you can't buy them digitally. Like, you can't go into the store. You can play them through. You can stream them through PS Now, though.
That's what I mean. So through PS Plus, like if you download PS Plus or
PS Now,
you can play them. You can play PS2 games only that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like they've ruled it out completely. Then
it's just a different approach. Yeah,
it's a different approach. Exactly. And they've been doing that PS4, so
they still have backwards compatibility just through that. Can you say it's still backwards compatible then?
Well,
yeah, it is, but it's tied into a paying service where Microsoft is like, oh, put your disc in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. So, JJ, what would you choose out of the two if you had to decide one?
You're learning as you go along.
I think, for me, when it comes down to the games that I want to play and that I'm going to feel like I need to play, I feel like it will be PS Plus.
Now.
PS Now.
Nah, I feel PS Plus would be for me. So
PS Now.
PS Now, sorry. My bad. Yeah. PS Now. Yeah, I feel like I'll probably deal with PS Now.
Okay.
Because there's still a lot of PlayStation 4 games I haven't played yet that I wanna get a hold of, and I feel like again that will help me through this next wave until the next generation of games come out, which are going to be optimized for PS5. I think until we're waiting for then, it's better to play some PS4 games in a higher frame rate and enjoy them fully. Because it would be a good experience to play them for the first time, like Uncharted 4 I've never played. I would love to be able to play that. And another game,
they've got all the Uncharted on there, by the way.
Yeah, and another game I didn't even think I've heard of, until the trailer, was Days Gone.
Really?
I want to play.
That's a big PlayStation game.
It's a big game.
That's the PlayStation Plus collection, though.
That's also on PS Now, by the way.
Really? Oh, okay.
I'd rather have that on PS Plus, to be honest.
Yeah, same. But they've got it on both, so they're just giving you options. But Days Gone, I wanted to play that game, but I've always been iffing and butting about it. Like, should I?
It actually looks really good. Like I'm surprised. Like no one, we haven't spoken about it. It actually looks like a really good game.
I did a demo in a game convention one time.
You've got it. You can play it now, JJ. You got it in your PS Plus.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
I haven't bought the PS Plus yet.
You better buy it before it goes back up to £50.
It's gonna go back up very
soon. I think you got until the 30th.
Yeah. So the day after Black Friday. You know what? Until maybe Cyber Monday, if they still do Cyber Monday this year.
I think it says the 30th on there.
30th. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna get mine and hold it as well.
Because I was thinking to get it on the 30th, so then I have those extra days because I'm not playing it right now. I don't think I could play it probably until I finish all my work.
I understand. Yeah. It's good to wait.
Otherwise, I'll just pay the next 4 days I wasted.
What's that?
What's up?
What'd you say, Hans?
Hey, listen. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move.